Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mr. Patrick here with another great lesson from Enrichment Online Learning. If you guys are here for the first time or you're unfamiliar with us, Enrichment is a 501c3 nonprofit program that provides free fine arts and training to all of our youth. And so if you get a chance, go to the website, go to our channel, check out some other videos, and while you're there, don't forget to subscribe so you can get notifications, hit the bell, so you get notifications of all of our latest releases. Today we're going to have a look at our 5 basic chord shapes. Let's go. So these 5 basic shapes that we're going to be looking at are the 5 primary shapes that are used throughout all guitar playing. Now, why is there 5 different shapes? The reason has to do with the way the guitar is tuned. Let's go over that real quickly. So if I go on a string and I go up to my 5th fret, let's take my top low E string for example. When I hit that note, I'm producing an A note, which happens to be my next string tuned openly if I'm in standard tuning, which will sound like this. These two notes should be the exact same. And the same thing goes with the next string. When I go to its 5th fret, the frets are the metal markers here on the guitar, showing us where to place our fingers. And more particularly with the guitar, it's not just a marker. When I put my finger behind this metal fret, behind this metal wire that's underneath of my strings, and I press the string down against it, I'm actually shortening the distance of the string. And every time I shorten that distance, I increase the pitch. The pitch gets a little bit higher. It goes from low to high. Okay? So let's continue on. When I get to my D string, the same thing. I go up, I hit the 5th fret, and it's the next string open. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky, and this is the sole reason why we have 5 different primary shapes that we use when we play guitar. When I get to my G string, instead of going up to the 5th fret, we only go up to the 4th. Meaning that the next string open, B, is tuned to a B rather than a C. If I were to go up to the 5th fret, I'm actually playing a C note instead of a B. But because I go to the 4th here and tune that B string to that B note, it changes the entire dynamic of how we play the guitar. So because of this, instead of having one shape that's repeated in multiple places, we have 5 different shapes that get repeated in multiple different places as we play. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at these 5 different shapes. This first shape is going to be called a C shape. The reason why is because when I play this shape in the first position, I'm playing a C major chord. Now, the way we play it is we put our index finger on the 1st fret of our B string. Then we take our middle finger and we put it on the 2nd fret of the D string. And we take our ring finger and we put it on the 3rd fret of the A string. Now these are called open position chords because we're also going to utilize the open strings that we're not holding. This is C major. The next one we're going to take a look at is called A major. And the way we play A major is we take our ring finger and we put it at the 2nd fret of the B string. We take our middle finger and we put it on the 2nd fret of the G string. Now this can be a tight squeeze, but we want to fit all of our fingers in as best we can. And then we're going to take our index finger and we're going to put it on the 2nd fret of the D string. Now when we play this, it sounds like this. That's A major. Next we're going to take a look at G major. We're going to use our ring finger and play the 3rd fret of the low E string. We're going to take our middle finger and we're going to play the 2nd fret of the A string, and we're going to take our pinky and we're going to put it right down on the bottom there at the 3rd fret of the high E string. So I'm playing the 3rd fret on both the high and low E, and then I'm playing the 2nd fret on the A. And this is a G major. It sounds like this. Next, we're going to have a look at E major. For E major, we're going to take our index finger and we're going to put it at the 1st fret of the G string. We're going to take our ring finger and we're going to put it on the 2nd fret of the D string. We're going to take our middle finger and we're going to put it at the 2nd fret of the A string. Playing this with all the open notes produces E major. All right, and we have one last shape. The last one is D major. The way this is played is we take our middle finger, we put it at the 2nd fret of the high E string, we take our ring finger, we put it at the 3rd fret of the B string, and we take our index finger and we put it at the 2nd fret of the G string. Now we want to play all but the low E string. We don't want to play that one. If we want to play that one, then we have to hold the 2nd fret on the top, low E string, with our thumb. Because this low E note does not go with this chord, so we want to omit that. We can start at the A string and strum down. And this gives us D major. One more quick look at these. We have C major, A major, G major, E major, and D major. All right, now with these chords, there are a number of songs that you can play. I suggest taking your time, rewatch this video, play it slowly, go back and make sure that you have your fingers set correctly. One of the biggest factors is that when we play these chords, we want to use the very tips of our fingers. We don't want to use the flats of our fingers, we want to use the tips of them. And the reason why is we do not want our fingers to touch strings that we do not desire to play. So if my hand is not curved properly and I'm not using my fingertips, if I'm using them flat, you might get sounds like this. It might not produce anything at all. So we want to use our fingertips and we want to press tightly against the string behind the metal fret. Behind meaning on the side which is closer to the headstock of our guitar. Alright guys, that's it. Well, thanks for joining us with this lesson. And if you like this video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them and I will do my best to get back and respond. And I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy and keep practicing. Alright, bye.